Hi, I'm making this video in like the biggest state of delirium possible because I'm just so baffled. I was gonna make this video like yesterday, but I had fucking shit to do, so I just couldn't do it. Because like yesterday was like Vriska Day, right? Because Vriska likes the number 8 and it was 8-8 and it's kind of funny, you know, because, you know, it's Vriska Day, yeah, no, whatever. But I am so baffled about the fucking state of Homestuck. So, okay, let's talk about what happened yesterday for a second. So, homestuck.com is the website that you're meant to read Homestuck in, right? Because when, before Homestuck was bought out by Viz Media, there was, MSP Adventures, right? MSP, blah, blah, I forget. And then it was converted into homestuck.com. And the site was, like, fine, right? Until Flash died. What in the hell? And then the website didn't work because a lot of the Homestuck panels and even games, because there are a bunch of games inside the webcomics, like a whole thing, depended on Flash to work, right? And so these two people, or it might have been, I'm pretty sure two people, Bamboosh and Giovanni, made this offline web browser called the Unofficial Homestuck Collection, and it was perfect. It was perfect. I'm telling you, it still is perfect because I still have it. It's perfect. It's actually legitimately the best way to read it. And like the important thing about it is that when it was made, Hussey, the creator of the comic, endorsed it, right? He was like, yeah, this is cool. I like it, you know. But then it turns out that over these like, okay, because around like 2021, no, 2024, I don't know, Bamboosh like left, and then Giovanni was put in charge of the actual collection. And Hussey really wanted to own the collection for whatever reason, right? Stupid. I guess just to like have control over it, because okay, it is volunteer work, it is fan work, but like I don't know, I don't fucking know. Copyright law is weird. And so he wanted to own it, and so he went on this like massive like harassment campaign on Giovanni just to try to get them to like, you know, give up ownership of the damn collection, right? Uh-oh. And like, okay, I'm actually gonna pull up the actual blog post because it's the whole thing. This is a massive fucking blog post. It talks about how Giovanni was just in constant NDAs and legal trouble, and they had to like get lawyers and stuff because Hussey really wanted to own the damn thing, right? And he wanted to license it under the like Homestuck fan initiative. I might die. It's genuinely like some of the things here are baffling because they just kept getting just like harassed, right? And they wanted to seize it. Andrew wanted to seize it. They wanted to like fork the GitHub towards a GitHub that is endorsed by the HICU, which they actually did. I forget what the fuck it's called. Independent Creative Union. That's what it's called. And it actually did happen. And then it got DMCA'd, and you couldn't download it anymore. Because, like, how it works is you have, like, the actual thing, and then you have all the assets, which are basically, like, the comic itself, right? That's what Homestuck, that's what Hussey wanted, like, gone, right? He wanted to own the asset pack. But the thing is, like, even though it's Hussey's, like, intellectual property, Homestuck has copyrighted material in it. Right, like a lot of Homestuck is just like stock images that weren't licensed, movie posters that I don't know why, movie posters that just like they just don't own, right? So yeah, that's basically it, right? Just the Homestuck company really wanted to own UHC, but the thing about this blog post is very like aggressive, right? Like, it calls Andrew entitled, arrogant, pretentious, dangerous, like, a abuser, master, manipulator, right? And honestly, like, no matter if this is wrong or right, he would do this. Or they would, I think is it. They would do this, right? Because they've done it before. Like, Sarah Z made this, like, video talking about, I think, just Homestuck in general, and how mismanaged Hive Swap was. Because it was a whole fucking thing, dude. They spent 3 years making it 3D, and then decided it was like 2D out of the blue, Like, I feel like that should have been established earlier, right? It was terrible. Wa Pumpkin was mismanaged. The team was terrible. Fucking Act 2 released without credits for some reason. But the thing is, people are doubting this document because it is a massive-ass document. Because of a couple of things. One, oh my fucking god, shit. I'm pretty sure Miles, one of the people that works for Hussey, and the like main person that's sort of like, and like the main like middleman between Geo and Hussey, also responded in the new like newly opened Homestuck forum, which I think was awesome, by the way. I love that. Because okay, the main thing is that a lot of people thought it was like taken down. I mean, like a lot of the language here said it was it says right here it was taken down. But the thing is, it wasn't taken down. Like if you go to unofficial, if you just Google unofficial Homestuck collection, go to homestuck.github.io. You can download it. The only thing that's changed is this massive like legal thing, right? It just basically says like, hey, this is owned by Giovanni, blah blah blah. Hey, like this was originally made by Giovanni, blah blah blah, and then a new official one is in development, blah blah blah. You can still download it. It wasn't taken down per se. It was taken down earlier, is the thing, but it's still there. One of the other main claims of it in another blog post that they had right here was that the Homestuck Independent Creators Union was actually just fully organized by Hussey, because like Hussey left the comic officially in like 2021. Like they said they didn't want anything to do with it. She wanted it gone. They didn't want it. The fuck is that noise? What was I saying? Oh yeah. The Homestuck Independent Creative Union. This blog post says it was fully operated by Hussey. So anything that was made through the HICU, most importantly, the new Homestuck Squared, because Homestuck Squared is supposed to be like a sequel of it that was originally made in like 2021 by this team, and then they got like disbanded because they were like harassed, and then it was revived by the creative union itself. It said that it was ran by James Roach completely. Whatever. It was a union of people who liked Homestuck and wanted to contribute to it and the company. And this blog post basically said that it was all sham, whatever. And Miles says it wasn't a sham, and they're fucking talking full of shit. Another thing was that one of the creators of, I think, Tablestuck, which is another part of the Homestuck Creators Union, said that they did pick and choose from the things I said to twist it and fit it into their narrative, even if there wasn't much to twist, because they did talk about Giovanni, about the HICU themselves. I did explicitly clarified, but they excluded that the list of works are not run by Andrew for approval, and we don't consult the HICU on the list out of any kind of requirements or social pressure. So, yeah, that part might be wrong. I don't know. Again, there isn't an official statement yet, but there probably will be one soon. Say hi to my cat. What's up? Shit. And Miles is like working on a more bigger account with receipts. Because the thing about Geo is that a lot of people are sort of like questioning him, mainly because these are not screenshots, they are recreated chat logs, right? So as you can see, like right here, if we go to like inspect element, you can see I can just do blah, 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 and like it's right there, right? And so they're not actual screen. I mean, you could fix screenshots as well, to be honest. But like, still, another thing that they claimed is that the like creator of Vast Air, Austin, was stepping down, and they said like, oh, it was probably like Hussey, right? Because they're like commanding all of it, whatever. And Alcinado just said, no, I stepped down from it because, you know, I worked on it for 14 years and I didn't want to care. And they basically said, you know, to maybe just think about it in a different light. Miles said that, you know, what it felt like to me was that Geo was stalling any progress Andrew tried to make with the UHC because licensing it meant he wouldn't get control, access to Andrew's work. Because the thing about this whole situation is that while Geo owns the collection is still Andrew's work. So the fact that they're trying to get ownership of it, while it makes sense since they did make it, it's still not theirs, right? Like, the collection itself not only contains Homestuck, but it contains a lot of other stuff that Hussey made, such as Sweet Bro Hello Death, the blog, the epilogues, all the other MSPA adventures like Jailbreak, Bard Quest, Problem Sleuth, right? Even Team Special Olympics. Nobody fucking remembers Team Special Olympics. The article is super inflammatory and incredibly filled with malintent and is conjectural and speculative, blah, blah, blah. This isn't like the official counter argument, because Miles, I think, is still working on one, but it's still something to go around, right? Basically, it's like this whole mess. I still think, honestly, that Geo is kind of right. At least some parts of it are right, because as I said before, Hussey kind of has a history of this, right? But now, here's what happened today, right? Because they dropped, like, the fucking bread and circus for... They brought the fucking circus for the people, dude. It was like bread and circus. It was like the Roman Empire, dude. Give them bread, give them circus, and they won't complain, and they won't revolt. Fucking Hussey in VivziePop. The studio that VivziePop owns, I think, I don't know, of, like, the guys that made Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel are making a Homestuck pilot. And fucking Toby Fox is voicing John. I mean, Toby is a voice actor, right? What the fuck was that fame drop? I'm pretty sure he voiced like a random ass character in like We Bare Bears or some shit. It was like a whole thing. But that's not like the main point. I wonder how much of a coincidence it is that this was announced one day after the super awesome like dossier on like fucking Homestuck Inc. and fucking Hussey, right? I wonder how much of that is bad timing or intentional choice, right? Let me talk about the pilot itself, like isolated. I think it's okay, alright? I like the idea of... Dude, what the fuck? I like the idea of a Homestuck show, but the thing is, it wouldn't translate well, right? I find it very hard to make a version of Homestuck animated that doesn't suck, right? Because, okay, I'll show you it in just a second. I just have to fucking kill this guy. The, like, main issue with it is it's not that, you know, it's explicitly framed in the narrative as a comic. I don't know how the fuck they're gonna, you know... Because, okay, Homestuck is a story about Homestuck, right? It's meta as hell. It's involved in, like, several different layers of meta. I mean, the author of the damn webcomic is a character in the damn webcomic. Hi. But that's not the main thing. The main thing is the dialogue. Because, like, okay, we're adapting Act 1, right? So let's just, like, scroll through Act 1, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know how they're gonna, like, translate the narration here, because the narration is also an important part. And these commands are an important part too, right? Because it's, like, command-based, right? The main thing are the pester logs, right? These things. This is how dialogue works in Homestuck. They're chat logs, right? Right, blah, 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 blah. How in the fuck are they going to translate this into real meaningful dialogue? Because it's Discord, okay? What? Are they just gonna, like, show John, like, typing away on his computer and then blah, 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 I don't fucking know. How are they gonna do it? I don't know. I don't think it will go out too well, honestly. And the thing about these pester logs is that they get long. Real long. Like, let's go to fucking, like, Act 5, right? Look at how long this is. Look at how long this is. And it gets longer, okay? It gets real fucking long. How I mean, Act 5, Act 2 is not going to get adapted until, like, next decade, right? Realistically. But, what the fuck, right? This is a good character, brother. Risk is cool. So, okay, it wouldn't work. And it's also being produced by VivziePop. Luckily, VivziePop isn't a writer, so, yeah. But still, a lot of the text itself is gonna be lost, which makes me think how much character is gonna be lost, right? Because, to me, it feels like Hussey is just trying to, like, give up on the comic, right? He's trying to, like, erase it. Or they're trying to, like, erase it. They just want... Hussey, they just want to replace it with this show. And, like, okay, Homestuck the comic is a mess. It's from 2009. It's a mess. It's long as hell. None of it was planned. It's convoluted. There's a billion characters. But it's still good. It's still well written. It's still a good comic, whether you like it or not. The characters are still compelling. They're still interesting. The plot is interesting. The idea is interesting. See, the comic is just interesting. And again, I can't help but think how much of that is gonna be lost in the show when it comes out in like 5,000 years or something, because it's probably gonna take like 3 trillion years of this thing to get made. And like, it's only gonna be a pilot of Act 1, right? Imagine Act 2. Or fucking, look, I don't think this, I don't think the full comic is gonna get adapted. I'm gonna be honest. Because like, Homestuck is one of the longest pieces of fiction ever. I'm gonna put it on the screen, the word count. That word count, longer than the King James Bible. So you have 100,000 words coupled with 4 hours of flash animations that I assume they're also gonna like, reanimate, right? Unless they just like shoehorn it into the series, which would be like real weird. Because the fucking Homestuck flashes have like 5 different art styles in them. Oh shit. It's gonna take like at least like a century for them to even get to like Act 6, let alone Act 7, which is why I think it's probably gonna stop at the pilot. Because okay, here are the scenarios that I think are gonna happen. 1, the pilot just isn't made. Good chance of this happening. I'm gonna be honest. The pilot gets stuck in development hell. Like it's gonna be like a hive swap thing. Toby's gonna be worried if Deltarunes even care about it. You guys are stupid. Look at this base defense. What the fuck are you doing? Are you playing fucking Age of Empires, dude? What the fuck? Dude, it's just gone. What the fuck would you? Whatever. Scenario 2. The pilot is made, and that's it. The rest of the series isn't made, which is honestly like the most probable scenario. Because okay, I think the pilot, from what I saw from the trailer, because like the trailer already had like a shit ton of animation and voice acting in it. The pilot kind of already seems to be like well underway, right? And so it's probably still gonna get made, but the rest of the show, I mean, it's just it's just too long. That's the thing. If they don't cut something, if they don't cut anything from the comic, it's gonna take decades to make it. It's gonna take like 50 years. But the thing is, if they cut it, some of the webcomic is still gonna be lost, right? And so I don't know. It just feels like a lose-lose, right? I still like the idea. Don't get me wrong. I still like the idea, but I don't know. So that's scenario 2. And then scenario 3 is the dream scenario where the entire... Hi. I'm gonna die. Ha! The entire show is made somehow. It's picked up by like Netflix or something. They get like 500 animators for it or whatever. It's like the biggest team ever. And then Homestuck gets made. And then it becomes the most popular like TV show in existence, right? And there's like you go to Hot Topic, filled with Homestuck. You go to fucking GameStop, Homestuck Funko Pops. You go to the fucking Walmart, Homestuck books, right? Because they're like a thing. They're like it's not like the full comic, but whatever. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be cool. Hi. Dude, okay, bye. That was like the dream scenario in like 2012, right? And like even though Homestuck is a mess, even though the people who made it are a mess, I still want it to succeed because I still think. Where was I? All right. What's up, Free Kai? What's up? Anyway, I still want it to succeed, right? I still think it's cool, and before what to serve. Get out of here. Get out of here. Leave. This is my block. It's my block. You want to come to O block, huh? Free guy? No, for Free guy. To serve. In Paint and C. Y'all aren't coming here. You too, Cruel Mind 32. This is my block. My neighborhood. I still want it to succeed. And like before the drama, Homestuck was actually in sort of a resurgence, right? I mean, not only they're dead. Not only was Homestuck Square alive and well, you know who were reading it? Deltarune fans. Like I would go to fucking Twitter and I would see Hi. Thanks, I guess. I would see people actually reading Homestuck. Can you imagine? Because Deltarune fans, they can't read, right? Homestuck fans can't even read. Chainsaw Man fans can't read. Nobody can read except me, because I've read the comic twice, okay? I know what I'm doing. And I thought that was so cool, right? Because finally, you know, people are Fuck! I couldn't see the guy. It was invisible. People are reading this thing that I'm really into, and they're enjoying it, and they're finally recognizing it, and Homestuck's back. The fucking comic's back. Fucking Promstuck, dude. That shit, dude, a fucking Homestuck convention in the year of our Lord 2025. It was insane, dude. And then Hussey they just had to fuck it up. That's just it. And I don't know how the future. I don't know what the future holds for the webcomic anymore. It's a mess. It's all a mess. The reputation's gone. Okay, I get it. But like, I don't know. I just like I don't know. Like, as long as people still read the webcomic, because okay. Also, I want to show you how homestuck.com looks like. This is how Hussey wants you to read it. Yeah. This website was down for maintenance for 2 months. And they reopened it, and it's still fucked up. Bro, take it down. Just make homestuck.com redirect to homestuck.github.io, right? Like what the fuck? Hold on, check this out. They got free my defenses, dude. One thing I wonder about is like, I wonder what the new fans of Homestuck will be, because I'm relatively new. I got into it like 2023, 2022, like somewhere around there, right? Like around 2022, it was kind of dead, right? Hive Swap was dead. Fucking Beyond Canon was dead. Everything was dead. You know, but and now that it's like getting a resurgence, there's gonna be like a new era, right? And I wonder how bad is it gonna be? Cause okay, I do not want to relive Vriska. Okay, dude, people still talk about Vriska like, oh, she did nothing wrong. Oh no, she's a monster. She's horrible. She should die. She's like, you know, get retcon from the comic. Blah 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 blah. I do not want to relive that, dude. That is my nightmare scenario. That is nightmare. I don't want to do it. And especially, I do not want to hear Vivzipop fans talk about Vriska. Okay, it is going to be nightmare. And also another thing. Hold up. Let me go to okay. Homestuck has a bunch of music for it, right? There's a bunch of albums made by a bunch of different people. And one of the people is Michael Guy Bowman, who made the like main theme of Homestuck, right? Which is like Suburban Jungle, you know, bum 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 ba-dum ba-da-ba-dum ba. See, look, they didn't even ask the guy for permission to use the main theme of Homestuck that also appears in Act 1, by the way. Don't say it won't. Like this man made the Homestuck song. It's gonna be mismanaged to hell. Okay, Hussey and Vivzipop, not a good combo. Toby Fox is a good combo though. That guy's awesome. Did I die? What the fuck happened all this time? Break my bed, dude. No, come here. I won't even hit, dude. Okay, dude, come here. Break it. Thank you. Okay, bye.